Hey guys, we have a $100 AFCO gift card and 4 LK lures rigged with beast hooks to give away. All you have to do is fill out a short survey and enter your email address in the box below. The link is located on Instagram and at the podcast description. Giveaway ends July 11th. My birthday, bro. And thanks again for all the support. We really appreciate it. Check out LK Lures on Instagram. They make amazing weedless baits. And check out AFCO. Big supporter, Matt Florentino. Really appreciate it, bro. Later. Welcome to Cast and Crank Podcast. Today we have a really cool guy, Rodney Marquez.
Hello.
He just got back from his trip, right?
Yes, I did. Just like 1 hour ago.
What did you catch, dude?
Dude, I caught my personal best bluefin tuna. 75 pounds.
On a bass rod. Right?
On a bass rod.
What rod were you using?
I was using a inshore Shimano Terrimar, and I was using a 400 Daiwa reel.
And what size line?
It was 40 pound test.
Wow.
50 pound braid. I had 30 pound test.
You had a leader on there too?
Yeah.
Oh, that was scary, huh?
Yeah.
What if that broke? What kind of knot did you use, dude?
I'm a simple guy. I use a uni knot and I used a polymer knot for the hook.
You sound just like me. I do polymer and I do the I don't know what it's called. It's a loop. You go down, twist 8, and then back up 8.
Yeah, see, I don't know myself.
Yeah, but I used to do uni all the time until I dorked out one day and just looked on YouTube and found the knot that I liked. But dude, how was that fight?
It brought me to one knee like for the first hour, and then almost hour 2 brought me to my second knees. I was sweating. I was wearing like a rain jacket, so it endorsed. It kept the heat in me.
Yeah.
So I was sweating buckets. I think I lost 5 pounds in sweat alone. No, honestly, I swear to God, like one of the deckhands was like, "Hey, are you okay? Your face is all flush." And then Jake, my coworker, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you some water." I drank I think like 4 bottles during that fight. I don't even remember drinking that.
It's
that's
like, wait, wild. Dude. Is that the biggest bluefin you've caught, right?
First bluefin and the biggest tuna ever caught.
Is that the biggest fish you ever caught?
Biggest fish I've ever caught.
So that's a pretty light rod to catch it on, right?
Yeah, I felt everything.
Yeah, dude, that's cool though.
Awesome.
Were you looking for that or yellow?
We were for that. I was on the tomahawk and we were looking for bluefin.
Okay,
specifically.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow, what an adventure, huh?
It was so.
Did you get it
awesome.
on video?
I did. So it's gonna be on bdoutdoors.com.
Oh, really? Is that a BD one then?
It's a BD one, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about your new job too. That's a kind of a cool thing,
for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're what is your actual title at Bloody Decks? What do you do?
A video manager. So full-time video manager. I do editing. I do a lot of editing and a lot of film taking.
So you're going out and doing a lot of the filming, interviewing.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. So this wasn't your kind of like, was it your passion before or not really until the last 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, not really. Yeah, good question. It was like 5 or 6 years. I really didn't think I was going to do what I'm doing right now, to be honest.
Isn't that crazy?
Really crazy.
Yeah. If you would have told me you'd be talking to people, I hate talking to people. I hate my voice. I hate hearing my stupid fucking voice. It's like, and if you would have told me you put a podcast out and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I'm one of those kids in like high school who are like nervous to go up and do a speech.
I hear you. So that's crazy that you started a hobby and you made it a career. That's like a video too. So you're still learning, right?
Yes, learning as I go, really.
Which is cool. Yeah. What gave you the idea to start the YouTube channel?
To be honest, when I first started doing YouTube, I was trying to learn how to trout fish. So I'm born and raised in San Diego, and I Googled or YouTube like how to catch a trout, in these local lakes that I'm at, and I couldn't find anything. So I had this idea. I was like, hey, let's make a trout fishing video. And hopefully my experience, my video that I took would help other people. So it kind of blossomed 5 years later and kind of blossomed.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you start off with when you were filming? What would you start using? Was it just a phone? Or?
It was definitely just a phone. Was
it?
Yeah.
And then
One of
sorry,
the
my mom's texting me.
Oh, of course.
Of course, she has the baby. I don't know why she texts me pictures of the baby crying.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, really? Yeah, that's what I want to see. Go watch my kid and send me pictures of him crying. Thanks, Mom. So you started with sorry, it's hot as shit in here. I need to get air conditioning. If I open it up, I'm like, damn, dude, it's going to be noisy and if I keep it closed. So yesterday I had Matt Peters sweating his balls off in here. But so you started with the iPhone.
Yeah.
iMovie, probably,
Yeah.
right?
It was, I don't even know what the editor
Was that
thing.
around? That was good 5 years ago. That was around,
Yeah.
maybe, right? But it
I
wasn't
think
on the phone.
It was, I was using like, I didn't even have an iPhone. I was using like some Droid camera, and that was what I was using.
And that's what you loaded your first videos on?
Yeah.
Do you remember your first, like, for you viral video?
I believe it was,
Is it the drop shot one?
I think it was the drop shot one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And is that something, were you always fishing the harbors too when you're younger?
Yeah.
So you've been fishing forever?
I was fishing since I was a young kid.
Okay.
Like grade school, like elementary, as I remember. My dad would take me out in like these local piers, like OB, Oceanside, Imperial Beach Pier, and we would just slay the mackerel. I mean, I remember at the time we were living in an apartment, and like my dad's retired Navy and my mom's a nurse, but you know, money was pretty tight. And mackerel, believe it or not, was a staple of our food.
Yeah.
Like I remember like 4 or 5 days out of the week, we would just eat mackerel.
That's cool, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
and until this day, I'm like, I love mackerel.
You do?
Oh,
You still eat it?
Do you have mackerel for dinner? I'll eat it.
That's cool, dude.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that you've been fishing harbors, all this.
Oh yeah, harbor, shoreline, everything.
Artificials, is that something newer in the last 10 years, or you always been fishing artificials?
I think it's somewhat new. I would say like within this decade.
Okay.
For sure. But I remember my first, like everyone remembers their first like spotted bay bass. For my instance, I remember my first spotted bay bass. I caught it on a Warbaits lure. And after, I was like, I don't know if this would work, but you know, cast it out there, retrieve it, and I got bit, and I just got hooked up on like
so
artificials
fun.
from then on. Yeah.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It's so awesome.
So the halibut, you're a lot of drop shotting for halibut. That's your main way you like to fish halibut?
I absolutely love the drop shot halibut. Yep.
So give us I'm sure you've told it, but in case someone's never heard, give us a breakdown on what you like using.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. So if I like the drop shot, I definitely didn't invent the drop shot. Drop shot, it's been around for a long time. It's definitely a freshwater technique, and so I applied it to inshore fishing, like the bay fishing or Mission Bay, San Diego. And the reason why I use the drop shot is so I can target the floor. And if you know where the halibut are, the halibut always like to be lurking on the floor. They actually camouflage itself into the sand. And if you can present your lure like the drop shot close to the sand, you have a higher chance of getting a halibut to strike. Yeah. So that's why I like the drop shot.
Did you do that in the surf too, or not really?
I do that in the surf, but I really like using like Lucky Crafts in the surf. Yeah.
Jerk baits.
Yeah, jerk baits. They do well.
What's your PB halibut off of drop shot?
Drop shot 34 inches. So I don't know the pounds, but that was on, I believe it was Coronado Pier. So it was a military pier.
Oh, so that's even easier than
that. It's still hard work. It was still hard work, but it was good. It was cool.
No, that's awesome, dude. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you get that one on video too?
No, it's one of the days where you don't bring anything and you just want to unwind and just catch something.
Yeah. I'm sure that's hard to do too now that you do video all the time, is to not bring equipment to film.
Yeah, you have that eagerness to like try to capture the moment, but you know, sometimes you don't have to capture the moment with, you know, technology. Yeah. You always remember it.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah. What about the Bass Pro Shop thing? Everyone wants to know, are you sponsored by Bass Pro Shop?
No, I'm definitely not sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. My dad gave me a Bass Pro Shops hat for Christmas, and I absolutely loved it. It was that red and yellow Bass Pro Shops hat. And I always, you know, I'm superstitious, and I always think when I wear this hat, I can always catch something.
So you feel like that's your like Lucky Charm almost like
Lucky
it's always,
Charm. Yeah.
You not the same hat. You always wear a Bass Pro Shop hat.
Yeah. I mean, I think my
Do you have that original hat?
no. I think I've gone through like 40 Bass Pro Shops hat.
Yeah. Well,
Or
that's cool.
more,
I'm sure
yeah.
no one knows that.
Yeah,
You know, that's a
yeah.
cool thing that people want to hear. You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
why you wear the Bass Pro Shop hat? I used to wear them all the time too because
Yeah.
they're cheap.
No, yeah.
Not because I think I'm like, dude, I could get a hat for $5, and then I used to buy the shirts for like $10. I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
dude,
I think that's why my dad gave it for Christmas. 'Cause
yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, dude, it's like, dude, why not? Why wouldn't you? You know.
Yeah.
So, when you're doing the videos,
Mm-hmm.
you had a job. You just stopped doing that recently, then, right?
Just stopped like 3 months ago.
That's great. How scary was that?
That was,
I mean,
it was like a leap of faith. Scary.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I couldn't. I mean, that's like I've been at my job for like 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah, so thinking of like if I go to another job, I'm like, I've been on multiple interviews and said, okay, I'm almost ready to sign the paper. I'm like, I've been here too long, dude. I'm just not gonna leave. You know, I'm one of those guys. Dude.
Yeah,
It's like I'll just go through, roll with the punches. You know, but
Yeah.
for you to take that leap was kind of like it's a big deal, dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool to me is that you didn't plan on being a video editor. It's like you just
No.
kind of just fell into your lap.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
did. It did.
Which
Very,
is
very
super-
blessed. Very
Super
blessed.
cool. So did Ollie came up to you and approach you?
Yeah.
Say, hey man,
he
I
did.
like your videos.
Yeah. He contacted me, him and Jason
Mm-hmm.
from BD Outdoors, and they just like, hey, let's offer you this job. Let me know. No pressure. I know where you're coming from. And they absolutely, they didn't pressure me at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came back to them like a week, 2 weeks later after I talked to the boss, my wife.
I got one of those.
And then she's like, why not? This is your
Yeah.
passion too. Why don't you give it a try? And so,
But you have something to fall back on, so that's good.
yeah, I
Right?
do. Yeah.
You could go back to doing physical therapy
yeah.
somewhere
Yes.
else.
Yeah. Of
So it's
course.
kind of like, yeah. So you're doing interviews. What's the first video you did for Bloody Decks?
Oh, that's a good question. 'Cause there's a lot. There's a lot. I think I did it was a live report from Fisherman's Landing, and I was just interviewing a passenger that just got off the Tomahawk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
Just filming and getting their stoke and their information, what tackle gear they used on their trip.
Yeah. What and you're using just a DSLR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little Sony.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Was it stressful making that first video?
Not really.
No.
I mean, because Ollie and them, they don't really pressure me.
Okay.
Like I try to do it the best I can,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they know that.
Yeah.
And so I really had fun making that video. Kind of like
Yeah.
what I do for my YouTube channel.
Now is your YouTube channel a little harder now to make content? You don't know yet.
It's in the balance right now
Is
because
it?
I'm making like 3 or 4 videos per week for the BD Outdoors, trying to handle like a baby and
Oh man, I bet.
and trying to like squeeze in just a little bit of fishing time with for my own YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
yeah,
yeah.
That's got to be hard right now.
a
You
little
only have
hard.
one, right?
One
baby.
daughter. Yep, 5 months.
Oh wow, congrats, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, I bet you're really happy.
Oh,
Getting
man.
to see all those little new things and the smiles and
Yeah.
rolling over.
Sleeping
yet?
Yeah. I think the first 3 months was a blur. So I think I was a zombie.
that's for everyone, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, man, I was out of the woods too, man. I had a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old,
Yeah.
and my wife's like, I just want to have a girl. And I'm like, let's try. And it was another boy, and I'm like, sorry.
Here comes the fourth one.
You know, hey, I could get chopped this month, man.
Oh no.
I can't. I'm getting too old for this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you do a lot of fresh water then too.
Yeah,
right?
I do. I do.
What lakes do you like fishing down there?
All of them, but I really like fishing Lake Miramar.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your PB largemouth?
PB largemouth was a 7-pound 2 ounce
Wow.
on a frog.
Oh, that must have been fun, right?
It was really fun.
Do you try to get out and do a lot of largemouth fishing too?
I try to do it all, to be
Really?
honest. Like
Just
if
whenever you can.
if I'm at this spot, then I'm close to the spot. Let's fish the lake, Or if
Yeah.
I'm close to the bay, I fish for spotties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a boat? You don't have a boat?
I do have a boat. I have a
Oh, you do?
nice little kayak.
Oh, really? You do a lot of kayaking too?
I do.
You got any good stories for us? Accidents?
No, I always
You're
try
pretty
to be
safe?
I'm pretty safe. I do have some sketchy stories, but not on a kayak.
On a boat?
Not on a boat either.
Oh, a shoreline story.
shoreline.
Oh, let's hear this.
Oh.
We want to hear it.
Okay. My wife's gonna be like, you're not going to this place ever again. So a lot of the friends know that I fish the San Diego River, and I don't know if you're familiar with San Diego
No, I'm
River.
not.
There's a huge stretch of river that goes from like Mission Gorge and beyond to, you know, where there's highly populated homeless people in like Mission Valley. And so I always like to explore spots. And so I was fishing just probably like 30, 40 minutes in, and I'm going through the bushes, like going bushwhacking. I do have a machete.
with you?
I really do. That's how you get to the best spots, to be honest.
Oh, I've heard Kevin Matson said the same thing.
Oh, you see? And so, you know, I got to the spot, looked around 30, 40 minutes in, and I'm like, I feel like someone's watching me, like really watching me. You know, you get those like goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I look around, I'm like, no one's watching me. And so I fished for like 10, 15 minutes, you know, and then I was like, man, someone's watching me. So I looked to my right, and there was this guy staring right at me. My initial response was like, like a girl, like, oh gosh.
Help me.
No, maybe more girlier than that, to be honest. But what was creepy was that person didn't acknowledge. You know, I said, oh, hi, you know, but that person was just like crazy eyes, just looking at me. I'm assuming this person was a homeless guy. He had like raggedy clothes, ragged beard, and then like crazy eyes.
Just standing there.
You know, maybe like, I don't know, 20 yards away. But you know, like he's like in the bushes too. So because I'm bushwhacking and I'm like, you know, and I was like, whoa, shoot, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, let's get some distance away from this person. So I take 3 or 4 or 5 steps to my left away from him, and he would take 3 or 4 or 5 steps closer to me. Every time I stopped to like look where he's at, he would stop and then crazy eyes. I was like, dude, okay, yeah, I'm not dying here. You know, at the river or everywhere I go, I always bring like a knife.
Yeah.
Bear Grylls knife. But
You got your machete with
yeah,
you.
a machete.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's do this again. So I walk 3 or 4 or 5 steps, and then look, he would stop when I stop. I'm like, F this, dude. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I left my pole, my rod. I had my backpack. I knew I had my wallet, my machete, and everything. I just started running. Like, I don't care. Like, it just doesn't feel good. My gut intuition was like, get out of there. Because that guy is, you know, obviously following you, and he has some crazy eyes on you. So I didn't stop running. And in my head, I was like, he's running with you. He's going to
like
get
Terminator,
you.
right?
And man, if you're, you know, dense in the bushes, you're like frantic. You're like, I was a crazy person trying to get out of there. But then once I got to like civilization or next to my car, I turned back. He wasn't there. So
That's still scary.
it was still scary. It was
right.
Yeah, it was really scary.
Oh my gosh! You tell your wife.
No, so she's like, you're not going to the river.
Do you go back there still?
Yeah, I do. Thanks,
We
Nick.
go with the buddy now, right? I go with the buddy.
My machete.
There
buddy.
you go. Your knife. That's a crazy story. That's scary.
No, it's scary.
And that happens, I'm sure, to a lot of people too.
Yeah,
you
so be
know?
careful out there, guys.
Yeah. Have you ever fell when you're fishing into the water
Oh yeah,
on rocks and stuff?
yeah, plenty of times. Yeah,
Oh, man.
slippery rocks.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
trying to get the furthest cast out there. Oh, wet shoes.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of freshwater kayaking too?
Not
No,
not
just
really.
salt?
Yeah, just
A lot of the
salt.
harbor stuff.
A lot of the harbor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have your tournament too. How was that? Let's talk about your first tournament.
Oh, first
Because
tournament?
when was it? A year ago?
September last year.
Yeah. You're gonna do another one?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, that'll be
I
cool.
really
dude.
want to.
Same time, September.
Yes,
you
yes,
thinking?
sir. Yes.
Yeah. How was the first one? Because you kind of had like the first thing, I think, before everyone else did. I'm not saying that I can remember you had the first tournament other than like an SBS or like a,
Yeah. There's
know?
definitely other tournaments out there, but
Yeah.
that tournament last year was awesome. I mean, I was expecting like 40, 50 people, you
Yeah.
know? I didn't know 243 anglers were going to come. I was like, oh.
That was boat and
No, it was just shoreline.
that was just shoreline. Oh man.
It was, I only opened it up to Shelter Island shoreline, but it was 200 plus people. I was like, all right, all of San Diego shoreline is available. And it was so awesome. It was so awesome.
That's crazy. And what was the big fish winner?
The big fish winner was, I forget his, that's his name. He got first place, and he got like I think like 60 inches. So it's top 3 spotted bay bass.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
60
it's
inches top 3.
really
That's
good.
really good.
I was like, where were you fishing? Let me go there.
Wow, that's cool. You kind of connected everyone too, and it's like that was the first thing I kind of heard about you too, is from that tournament.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. You're gonna do the same thing with the next one, or is it something a little?
I'm gonna make it a little bit different so people don't get used to what I did last year. So I'll make some rules and regulations pretty soon.
Yeah. Are you only gonna do spotty, or are you gonna try to open up to?
I'm gonna try to open it up.
Really?
To the 3 series, so calico, spotted bay bass, and sand bass.
Wow.
That's gonna open up a lot.
Yeah. Boats too.
No, maybe just shoreline.
Too much work.
Too much work. Too much of a liability.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Did you have to get permits and?
Yes,
all
I
that?
did. Yeah, I got the permit from Port of San Diego to host the event. I think it's if you have more than 100 people.
You got to have a permit. Huh?
Yeah, and at the time I was like, let's get a permit just in case.
Good call.
It's always, better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah,
So,
dude, definitely.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that took a lot of work, though. I'm sure.
It did. It really did. I had like 17 volunteers, and it was.
Oh, you did?
Family and friends.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I was like, there's a lot of people coming. Oh, can you, this was like last minute. It's like, hey, Andy, can you come, please? Jessica, can you come here?
Yeah.
Melissa.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of fishing down in Mexico?
Believe it or not, no, not really.
Really?
Yeah. Just the deep sea charters.
Just the charters. Have you done any like Cabri or anything down that way?
I wish.
I want to. That's something I want to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My wife won't let me go to Mexico though. So. Well, the last time I went, I went on a tour. I got in trouble for that. That was 10 years ago, longer, 15, 16 years ago.
So I would be in the same boat.
Yeah, she's like, you're not going there. And I have a friend that is a brewer, was a brewer, master brewer for Coronado, and he has his wife lives down there.
Oh,
so he comes back and forth, but he's like a pale white guy that speaks Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
freckles and stuff like. But yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
And you don't live too far from Mexico, though, really, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. Mira Mesa area.
Yeah, you got to think about getting down there, dude.
I know. Again, it's up to the boss. Yeah. Please, Melissa, let me go.
Right. So what is your let's talk about some of your PB. So your spotty PB.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What is that?
I didn't have a scale at the time, but
Did you just measure?
Yeah, measured 21 inches.
Wow.
Or 21 and a half. I would say 21. 21 inches. Yeah.
Calico?
No, spotted bay bass.
Oh, what size calico was your biggest calico?
Oh, calico. Oh, shoot. No, I don't know.
You didn't measure, you just kind of got it.
Yeah. I'm sure I've caught in like a 3 or 4 pound calico.
Yeah. On your kayak, do you take it out?
Yeah.
You take it out past the break wall and everything?
Yeah, I do.
That kind of gets sketchy.
I haven't posted any videos on that because I know that some people are being, why are you posting videos of kayak fishing? People don't want to give up spots.
Oh.
So I try to respect that angle.
How do you get around that making videos?
Oh, that's hard. It's all about the angles and stuff. Yeah.
You got to really think about it because I'm sure you can get a lot of crap for posting the wrong video.
Yeah.
Have you gotten crap before for posting?
Yeah, I have. It's like, hey, Harbor Island, why you give me up my spot? I'm like, oh, sorry, it's a public spot though.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Like burning spots? Do you think it's such a thing or like not really?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not like I'm going to make a video that's like 100,000 views and I'm like, you got to fish at this spot right here. I'm not burning spots like that, but like that concept of a burning spot or like a secret spot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like possible because someone before you fished it, and people after you is going to be fishing it. So it's not really necessarily a secret spot.
Yeah. So I guess maybe people they want less traffic, so they'll kind of complain about that.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe if you could give someone some advice, the angles thing would be like a good thing because a lot of people are making YouTube videos nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. It's catching on.
Yeah, and I think that's when someone talks about it, something like this, I think it's really cool to like give them some kind of advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the angles thing would be like a thing.
Angles thing would be good and be broad. Like if you're fishing, say at this particular spot, just be like, I'm fishing San Diego Bay. So that opens up to the viewers like, okay, I need to go to San Diego Bay. And that gives them a reason to explore and try to find their own spots.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming on. This has been a fun time, dude.
Man, this is a great opportunity.
Well, all the way from San Diego. Did you drive up here
Yes, sir.
right after you got?
Right after.
How long was that drive?
I think like 2 hours from the port.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I'm literally wearing my boots still. And if you smell something fishy, it's definitely my pants.
It's that bluefin you got in your car right now. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on.
of course.
Where can they get your video at and your Instagram?
You can look on YouTube, just get San Diego Fishing Rodney Marquez, and you'll see my channel.
Great. And then YouTube. I mean, Instagram.
Instagram, my name, so my full name, Rodney Marquez.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys. This was a fun with Rodney. Hopefully, we get him back on soon.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
All right.